points. Today's topic is don't focus on tax deductions. And let's get right into it. I have 2 points to make. I would hope that these points would be obvious, but obviously we're talking about it because it's not. The episode today is triggered by a series of posts I saw on social media by other bookkeepers and tax people, tax preparers, uh, uh, promoting their business. Certainly, that's a wonderful thing to do that. And yet, I find that like 9 out of 10 of those types of postings focus on tax deduction. Something like, "Did you know that you can deduct half of your utility bill or whatever the topic is? That you can do this, or you can deduct the higher amount of this." And I always just shake my head. There's two things that should be obvious that I want to make in this video and send home. Is one is, well, there's nothing wrong with that strategy. The point is, you will not find experienced tax and financial advisors giving out deduction advice on deductions. Why? Because there are far more important things to be talking about. If you go online and read the advice, investment, and financial and tax planning advice given to successful high net worth people, you will not find those publications focused on deductions. There are far more important strategies to focus your time and attention on. So let's leave it at that. If you're focused on deductions, you're focused on the wrong thing. The second point is that if there's any question whatsoever about what should be deducted and what can't, particularly if it involves a questionable situation, a difficult situation, or something unusual, you, the taxpayer, should not be making that determination. That's silly. You should always be able to say, "I relied on professional tax advice who determined the validity of my deduction." Simple as that. That's why people go to a tax preparer in the first place, and the more credibility the tax preparer has, the more likely it is that the deduction won't be challenged. That's not part of tax law per se, but as an experienced tax CPA, if I make an assessment and I tell a revenue officer that I've assumed that half of a certain bill is deductible, they're far less likely to even pursue a conversation on that than if a taxpayer comes on a self-prepared return and with a number of other questionable issues. All right, so enough said about deductions. Thanks for tuning in today. If you have a topic that you'd like to see covered on a future episode, please use the message function on this app to send it, and I'd love to cover it. I will be back tomorrow with another Tax Minute.